Yes, assuming the inflation rate now is 6%, ideally you can find an investment that is higher than inflation, which means say you can achieve a return of 8%. So beside offsetting of 6% inflation, you still got 2% extra to grow your wealth. Do you see that, Joanne? But if you put the money in the bank, okay, then with the 6% inflation, not only if you're getting an interest of about 2%, not only your 2% is not growing effectively, your money is shrinking by negative 4% every year. So for that matter, even if you cannot get 8%, you can get 6%, that is also good enough for you to mitigate, for you to reduce the shrinkage of your money.
That means last year our ETF giving 5.2%, meaning we are losing money lah.
If your inflation rate is 6%. Some people do not spend too much on luxury goods, do not spend too much on imported items, especially some of the European branded items, things like that, and they only spend on some very basic kind of living, some kind of basic kind of meal, then chances are the inflation may not be 6%. 6% is just an assumption. It varies from one person to another, but definitely inflation rate is not low. I would say inflation in Malaysia, if you talk about government statistics, is always like 1-2%. But the question is that that calculation is based on a very limited of goods that we consume, assuming that we take public transport, assuming that we only take like flour, like roti canai, nasi lemak, some of the basic essential food. No, but that may apply to those people who stay in kampong or maybe certain village area, having a simple lifestyle. But for those of us like you, me, who live in Klang Valley, whereby we eat out, we consume consumer item, we subscribe to Wi-Fi. So our inflation, is definitely not 1-2%. Okay, so again, among those people who stay in Klang Valley, of course, there are people who are living more luxurious than another. There are people who change car, every now and then, who buy clothes, very frequently. So of course, this kind of people will have higher inflation than those people who do not do so. So that's why I would say government inflation, CPI, is one thing. Personal inflation, depending on your own lifestyle and your consumption style, that is another thing. So that's why I would say the best thing is not to guess what is my percentage of inflation rate, because if you were to have a holistic financial plan, you will put in all your financial asset into a financial plan, and then you will track the growth of your asset every year, okay, and then you will match it to your financial goal, your financial needs and your want. Then you'll be able to see, with or without inflation, you are achieving your financial goal. Then your plan is something is pragmatic, something which is effective to achieve your financial goal with or without inflation rate.
If money is important to you, please remember to subscribe to my channel.